Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I have another subscriber request from Sean McIntosh 8201. He has asked me to rank the portrayals of Jason Voorhees. Now, if you don't know already, Friday the 13th is my favorite franchise of all time. That includes non-horror as well. And over the years, we've had different performances for Jason. And I will say, in part 5, there were a couple portrayals of Jason, if you did not know that. But I'm going to bunch them all into one portrayal. But I will mention, though, Tom Morga did the majority of the stunt work. John Hawk did the opening dream sequence. And he also did the stunt where Roy falls off the barn. Now, I don't know how much the actual actor who played Roy did in this movie. I don't know how much, the walking or anything he did. But I'm going to include him in the grouping as well. Because, spoiler alert, it is Roy, the ambulance driver, who's supposed to be portraying Jason. But we all know most of the work was done by the stuntman, if not all of it. But I'm going to include him in it anyway. But without further ado, let's get right into my ranking of the portrayals of Jason Voorhees. Number 10, Ken Kersinger. Canadian stuntman. I'd never really seen him in anything else, I don't think. But Freddy vs. Jason is a really good movie. But the Freddy part is the best part about it. And Ken, he was really bad. I didn't like his movements at all. He walked like a stiff zombie. Even though I know Jason technically is supposed to be a zombie after he was resurrected from the lightning and everything. But I didn't like his movements. The only thing that was good on Jason's part in the movie was the kills. The kills were badass. But as portraying Jason, no, he wasn't that good. And that's what brought that movie down for me. They should have had Kane Hodder play Jason. And I think it's, over the years, it's really hurt the movie, in my opinion. It hurt the movie when I first watched it in theaters. And it's the same way. It hasn't changed. And he's number 10. Number 9 is Ari Lehman. Now, he is in part 1. He's the guy that jumps out of the boat in the dream sequence and grabs Alice. But I like the way he looked and everything. And that is one of the best jump scares you will ever see in a horror movie. And a quick little story. I had a roommate named Kim, and when we lived together, we decided to have a movie night. I decided to have her watch Friday the 13th. She had me watch Grease 2, which we don't want to talk about that. But to watch her reaction when that jump scare come up was priceless. And I still talk about it to this day. I absolutely love it. And but Ari Lehman comes in at number 9. Number 8, I have Tom Morga, John Hawk, and Roy in Friday the 13th, Part 5. I like their performances, although I could have put them at 9, but they are actually, playing Jason throughout the movie, even though it's Roy. There was some good stunt work in the movie, and I love the movie. But yeah, they come in at number 8. Number 7, we have Warrington Gillette. Now, he was the unmasked part of Jason in part 2. And then we'll get to the masked Jason later on in this ranking. But Warrington Gillette looked great. The makeup looked great. I love the knife that was still in his shoulder. And that is another great jump scare in this franchise. But yeah, he's number 7. Number 6, I have Derek Mears. Derek did a great job in the movie. Some of the acting in the movie was pretty bad, but he did a great job. He's a great stuntman. I've seen him in other movies as well, but he did a really good job. And if they do bring back another Friday the 13th movie, I think he'd be perfect for it. So, but yeah, Derek Mears, number 6. Number 5, we have Richard Brooker, who is Friday the 13th Part 3. And he acquires the mask from Shelley after he kills him. And my favorite scene in Friday the 13th Part 3 is when he walks out to the dock and he shoots the girl with the arrow, and then he just drops the bow right there on the ground and just walks up like he did nothing, you know. I absolutely love that scene. And even though the 3D is a little outdated, it's still a lot of fun, and I love Part 3, and Richard did a great job. Number 4, Steve Daskowitz. He is the masked sackhead Jason in Part 2. Now, Friday the 13th Part 2 is my favorite in the franchise. The best final girl. I love the look of Jason in the movie. Now, if we're going on just on looks, he would be my number 1. But portrayal, I have him at number 4 because there are 3 that are better. But he still did a great job. And yeah, he was the first to start killing, and it's great. Number 3. Now, this might be a little controversial because a lot of people have him probably number 1, maybe 2. But number 3, I have Ted White. Ted White, Part 4, has one of the greatest door-busting scenes ever in a scary movie. When he blasts through that door after Tommy and his sister, that is great. And that's actually a GIF that I use quite often. And he is badass when he slams right through that door. And then, of course, when he breaks through the window and grabs Tommy, that was actually him showing fear because he didn't know it was coming. Tommy didn't, or Corey Feldman, I should say. And yeah, that's great. But Ted White, great job. He comes in number 3. Number 1 and number 2 are really freaking close. But I got to give it to C.J. Graham at number 2. And Jason Lives is my second favorite, right behind Part 2. His portrayal of Jason is freaking awesome. We're introduced to what they call zombie Jason. And this is when he's able to regenerate and basically just will never die. And I absolutely love his performance. My favorite scene of his is when he's walking up on that camper and the couple are having sex and he cocks his head like that. That was great. And then after he kills them, he pops that door open and he just stands on top like, I'm the man, you can't mess with me. I love that shot of C.J. Graham. But yeah, he is badass in that movie, and I love his portrayal. But number 1 is Kane Hodder. Kane, and it's not because he done 4 movies. It's because I love his portrayal, and the kills in Part 7 alone are just so badass. Now, personally, my favorite kill in Part 7 is when he punches the camper in the back all the way through and then snaps his neck, and then he takes his big blade, machete. I love that kill. Now, a lot of people love the sleeping bag kill, which I absolutely do too. I think it's great. Um, but yeah, there's so many great kills in that movie. But yeah, Kane Hodder, he's the man, and he comes in at number one. He's my favorite portrayal of Jason. Now, this list could change over time if we get more movies, which I really hope we do. But in the meantime, that is my ranking. So let me know your guys' ranking in the comment section below, or let me know your top 3, top 5, whatever you want to do, or just give me your favorite portrayal of Jason. But other than that, I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for many more movie reviews, TV show reviews, top 10s, and rankings. And don't forget to check out Sean McIntosh's channel as well. Sean McIntosh 8201. But I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.